I really put off making this video because I don't want to say really strongly, but I feel really mixed on the Superman movie, even though I do like it. I think it's like well made and all that. And I've been a fan of James Gunn's work in the past. I think he's made some pretty good movies. It's been quite a few years, I think, since I've seen most of the ones he's made, but I'm a big fan of Peacemaker Season 1, even though Peacemaker, I feel like, played a very small role in that entire season, but I don't know, that might just be me. And anyway, I feel the need to talk about Superman because I've been rewatching clips of it recently, and I never made a video after watching it because I felt so, like, weirdly mixed on it. So let's talk about it. First things first, I've seen, like, the Justice League shows. I've seen My Adventures with Superman. I saw the Snyder stuff, and I guess full transparency, I think my favorite Superman media I've seen is probably My Adventures with Superman. I'm yet to see Season 2, but I really enjoyed Season 1. I thought it was nice. And, I liked him in Justice League, and I don't think I finished Justice League Unlimited, but I saw a good portion of it. And what I like about the new Superman movie, first and foremost, is I think there were a lot of good ideas in it. A lot of it centers around Baravia and Jarhanpur, sort of as like a real-life allegory to a current conflict. And Superman has sided with Jarhanpur, causing a lot of, like, political drama. And what I like about that is I think it's very in character for him. Superman is, first and foremost, an alien who has come to Earth and is here to, like, save everybody despite everyone's outward xenophobia. And I think the movie does a really good job of showcasing that. Unfortunately, I do think the movie really struggles with a lot of set pieces. I don't know. I don't really think I like any of the set pieces in the movie. So, without spoiling any of them, I don't really care about the kaiju fight. Either of them. When he's in that, like, bots dimension, I don't really care for that either. Or when he's at the football field, I don't really care either. Or when he's at the super spatial universe Grand Canyon, I don't really care. So I wasn't, like, particularly impressed. I thought the performances were really good, though. Specifically, the guy who played Superman, I thought he did a fantastic job. And a guy who did a way better job is the guy who played Lex Luthor. That guy killed it with his entire role. I didn't really care for the rest of the acting in the movie, which makes me feel kind of bad, but I don't know. And I especially found it kind of weird to sympathize with some characters. So I'm not going to, like, go into full spoilers, but I will be discussing a scene. At the start of the movie, Lois Lane is doing, like, she knows his identity, right? But it's like a little mock interview they're doing where, you know, she's, I want to say interrogating Superman, honestly. And she's really, like, weirdly hostile and, like, I don't want to say racist, because I don't know if that's the intention, but it's a really just not comfortable scene. And also, there's a lot of parts of the movie that feel, like, kind of weirdly out of place. There's this character, I think his name is Metamorpho. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, so I could be wrong, right? But Metamorpho's gimmick is he can turn into any element, and one of those includes kryptonite. And one thing they have Metamorpho do in the movie is he, like, tortures Superman. And they, during this scene, it's really, like, terrible. Because of Metamorpho, an innocent man gets a shot in the head for, like, literally no reason. Well, I say no reason. I mean there was no reason he had to die, because Metamorpho could have prevented it at any time. And, he very much goes out of his way not to. It's a very purposeful action on Metamorpho's part to let this random guy die. And, it doesn't matter, like, everybody's cool with him at the end of the movie. He joins, like, the Justice Friends, and he's paraded as a hero, and I just keep thinking, dude, that guy died on your watch, man. Like, Metamorpho was, like, directly responsible in preventing that guy from dying, or he could have prevented his death. So I don't really mess with that. I think that's not really cool. I don't even think I like any of the Justice Friends, minus Mr. Terrific, and the Green Lantern guy makes me laugh. I don't really care for the other one. But I guess another problem is I really dislike the dog in the Superman movie. I don't know. I mean, I have a dog in real life, but this dog in the movie, he just gets on my nerves. I just think he's so annoying. But I get it, you know, it's like a kid's movie, yada yada yada, but I don't know. And none of the choreography felt very, like, special or inspired. I don't know, maybe it's weird, right? Because it's been a bit since I've seen the other James Gunn movies. Maybe I'm just getting older. But I really wasn't impressed by any fight scene in the whole movie. There's a few scenes that I really think, stand out. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen it on the internet, but the 1A bit, I think that's pretty good. The end of the movie with the speeches, I think I saw a few complaints saying the speeches were, like, really, like, hammering down the point to the viewer as if you didn't get it. And I'm like, well, yeah, but I don't know. It's a kid's movie. I'm a little more forgiving in terms of emphasizing the point of Superman's gimmick being that he's an alien. But what I don't really understand about the movie is the main story doesn't, like, thrill me, but I think it works, which has me kind of in a weird spot, because it's not a bad movie. It's not a bad movie at all. I'd argue it's quite good. But there's a lot of things in it that just, I really don't click with. I didn't really like anyone at the Daily Planet, honestly. Which, you know, is whatever, even though they get a bunch of scenes, but it's whatever. I mean, I don't care too much. And I don't really know if I really like the direction with the whole... I think the Bravia and Jaranpur conflict is good, right? But I don't really know if I like the direction they approached it in this movie, mainly because I feel like they don't spend enough time in Bravia or Jaranpur. I don't remember whether they're on the border of it or what, but I wish they actually spent some time there. The beginning of the movie talks a lot about Superman's actions in Bravia and why he's in so much hot water. I kind of wish we could see that as opposed to Superman just having this throwaway fight where he loses and then it's like, then the movie just continues. There's no consequence for him losing. Nothing happens. But I don't know. And granted, I saw a lot of comments online being like, oh, what? Superman wouldn't lose. This is stupid. What? And I'm like, I mean, granted, yeah, if we wanted, like, a completely accurate Superman thing that's 100% accurate to his, like, full strongest power, yeah, I'm sure he'd win, like, 99% of fights. I just don't think that's a very enjoyable watch. But I don't really like any of the fighting in the movie. I like the acting quite a bit. As said, I think Superman, Lex Luthor, Mr. Terrific, the Green Lantern guy, I think they killed it. But other than that, there's really not too much special with it. Other than I like the defining message of the movie. I think that's a good message. With, like, the, I don't know, standing up for what's right and, what's the word? Oppressed people. I like that message a lot. My dad, he's a big Superman fan. He's been a big Superman fan his entire life. And one thing he had a lot of problem with is he said they like infantilized Ma and Pa Kent. Granted, that was the last thing I thought about while watching that movie. Literally, I gave it zero thought whatsoever. I did not care in the slightest how they acted because they got so little screen time, but it's whatever. I mean, is Superman a bad movie? No, not at all. And I feel bad because I feel like I have quite a bit I dislike about it, but I think it's a good movie. I just wish it was more, you know? I just wish it was like something special to me, and it isn't. Maybe that's like superhero fatigue, maybe it's not. It just kind of feels like I sat down and I watched it and I was like, yeah, it's all right, and that's kind of it. I mean, yeah, I have a lot more to say on it than Child's Play, that's for sure. And that said, I I think it's a good start to whatever James Gunn wants to build. I think this is a great start for whatever he's working on. I'd really rather not. I don't know. I could not care in the slightest about any of, like, the Daily Planet people or whatever. Maybe some people did. Maybe some people thought it was funny. I didn't. I don't care. I did not like the dog. And I really just don't think any set piece is that fun or interesting. There's a part where they release, like, the footage of Superman's parents like it's the Epstein files, and everyone reacts, like, horribly. I don't know. It feels really, I don't know. I don't want to say forced, but it doesn't really feel super incriminating. I feel like they should have made it, like, worse, other than make sure you rule over them like a king and have many, many wives and breed many children. Like, yeah, that's really not good, but I don't know. Is it enough to make the whole world turn against him instantly? I don't know. It just seems so overblown. But I really think this movie is really carried by its performances. And the story's cool. It's fine. It's just, man, I just don't care for any of the set pieces in it or the action. But I like the idea. I like the idea of Superman intervening with Baravia and Jar-Hanpor to make a difference. I like the idea that the conflict stems specifically from his intervention and what he believes is right, and he just stands up for what is good. I just wish he had... I don't know. I feel like he spends a lot of the movie just not in it, too. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I just don't remember it correctly, but I feel like a lot of the movie is spent showcasing other heroes and the other people in it, which is fine, which is really fine. That's not a bad thing. It's just something I thought about. I still don't get the love for that Metamorpho guy or whatever his name is. Like, an innocent guy gets shot in the head and it's all his fault, and he's just like a hero, even though a guy got shot because of him. I don't know. But is Superman bad? No, not at all. It's probably worth a watch. If you like Superman, you'll probably like it. I just really didn't like any of the set pieces. I don't know what I define as a good superhero set piece. When I think of, like, a good superhero set piece, I think of, like, Doc Ock at the bank in Spider-Man 2, and crud, I might as well say Green Goblin at the end of Spider-Man 1. Especially the lead up to it, when he grabs J. Jonah Jameson and he's like, where's the photographer for Spider-Man? That's cool. I like really crazy, what's it called, superhero set pieces like that. I mean, you could make the argument that a lot of other superhero movies don't have, like, fantastic set pieces. But, you know, I liked Superman more than the Batman, the Robert Pattinson one, for what it's worth. So I guess that's something, but... And it's not a bad movie. It is perfectly serviceable, but I don't know. I don't know if this is really, like... It's probably the best Superman movie we've ever gotten, for sure. But I don't know if I'd call it, like, the definitive Superman. Like, if you really want something that's great Superman content, I'd say watch My Adventures with Superman. I have a few problems with that show that I won't get into, but... You know, there's plenty of good in there, and I think it's a really good showcase of Superman's character. But I think it's a good start, and I'm more excited to see where it leads than to ever, like, rewatch the movie again. But we did get that Mr. Terrific fight scene. That was really cool. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm not really a Superman hater, but I don't know. I kind of struggle sometimes with listing positives of stuff I like, which is kind of a downer, but it's all good. Anyway, peace. That's whatever. I got nothing else to say, so yeah, later.